Thank you, Garth. I just want to start out by congratulating all of you for being here. When Garth asked me to speak, I looked up what the requirements are to be a Sterling Scholar, and you all should be very proud of yourselves. This is not an easy accomplishment, so congratulations. Mr. Gagne, or Garth, he asked me to speak to you all tonight and give you some words of encouragement, I guess. He asked me to speak to you on loving what you do. And when I thought of that in conjunction with the Sterling Scholars, it reminded me of another Sterling. Some of you may have heard of the Sterling Stone. The Sterling Stone, it hangs above an archway or an entryway in Stirling Castle in the southern part of Scotland. And on that stone is an engraving. And that engraving is originally attributed to Shakespeare, and it says, "Where'er thou art, act well thy part." And that reminded me of what you are all here tonight for. You have all acted well your part in your respective categories as a Sterling Scholar. And it made me think about, love what you do. And I thought, why would Garth ask me to speak on this? Love what you do. And then I thought about that Sterling Stone, and I thought, I think what that stone is telling, or that sentence that's scribed on that stone is telling us, is that no matter what role you're in, do it well. So I thought of a little equation. Whoever the math Sterling Scholar is, you'll appreciate this. I thought about an equation for what I'm going to talk to you all tonight on. That equation starts out with joy in your role, happiness in your role, loving what you do. And so that's the end part of the equation. And joy and happiness in your role, there's two parts to that. So the first part is, again, act well thy part. No matter what role you're going to be in, whether it be son or daughter, student, athlete, violinist, whatever role you're in, do it well. The second part of that equation is find purpose or be useful to someone else. Growing up and in our world today, it seems to put so much focus on recognition, public recognition, and that's how you can find true happiness. Most of us wanted to be sports heroes or celebrities because they get all the recognition. But I think it's pretty easy to find that when you look at the personal lives of any of those celebrities, or many of the celebrities and sports heroes, that they don't have happiness. Even in their role as a celebrity or a sports figure, they haven't figured out how to find that happiness. So, the two parts to the equation: act well thy part, find purpose and be useful to someone else, equals joy in your role. I'm going to tell you a couple of stories. The first one is about Mr. Gagne. He personifies this equation. If any of you have taken his classes or have ever talked to him about being a teacher, you can see why. He truly has found joy in his role as a teacher because, first of all, he acts well his part. I don't know of anyone else that puts so much passion into what they do as a teacher. Many people have, I've had many teachers, but when I ask him, hey, how are your classes going? He talks to me about how he's taking his classes to Comic-Con, and we have these great projects we're doing, and he talks about it with so much passion because he truly acts well his part. And the second is very easy to see. The second part for Mr. Gagne is having an effect on other people. I've been with him multiple times where he's met students out in public. Previous students have come up to him and said, "Mr. G, I saw you and it made me so excited." And they just start talking like they've been old friends for a long time. So he personifies both parts of that equation, and has truly found joy in his role as a teacher. The second story I want to tell you is about a trash lady named Denise. And, you know, it's important to think about, no matter what role we're in, to find that joy. This lady, Denise, she did that. Denise worked at Subaru. And as all of us know, Subaru is a very eco-friendly organization. And they came to Denise and said, Denise, we have 15 tons of garbage every day going out of this facility. And this was in their facility in Indiana. And they said, we want you to fix that. We need to cut that down. It costs a lot of money, and it doesn't look good as an eco-friendly company to have that much garbage going out every day. So Denise, to follow my equation, she acted well her part. She jumped into dumpsters and started sorting garbage. And said, what are we doing here? Why are we throwing this away? And she sorted it all out into different sections. And the first category she found was rolled steel. After they punched their the die or cast the dies of the cars, they'd throw the excess steel away. Well, that was easy to find, a steel recycling center that they could ship that off to. The next thing she found, the next large pile she found was these styrofoam containers that they would receive from other manufacturers, receiving parts from other manufacturers. They'd package them in these styrofoam containers. And she said, well, what if we ship these, we get the same parts over and over again. What if we ship these styrofoam containers back to the manufacturers and they reuse them? So they did, and they started marking them with X's, and they found that, they were using these same styrofoam containers 20 to 25 times. And then they got down to the last category of stuff that she just couldn't find a use for it. They couldn't recycle it. And she just like, I don't think we're going to be able to hit her goal of being a zero waste facility. That's what she really wanted to do. And she said, I just don't know if we're going to be able to find it. She had that category, and she had one other category of food waste from the cafeteria. She said, well, what if we build a composting facility on our campus? Compost this food and let the employees come and take the compost home for their gardens. So they got rid of that category. And the final category was just things they just couldn't recycle. They couldn't figure out anything to do with it. Well, she located, the name of the town slips me, but she contacted the downtown public works department and said, I know that you guys heat a lot of your buildings with steam. What if we give you this garbage that we can't recycle, and you use it as fuel to power your boilers, so that we can be a zero waste facility? And Denise, she was. If you ever look her story up or find her on YouTube, you can see that she is very proud of what she's done because she meets those two requirements. She was able to get Subaru to almost a zero waste facility. She says, in fact, I put more garbage out on my curb just for my family every week than we do at this multi-million square foot facility. And she's happy about it. She acts well her part. And it's not hard to see how she found she helps other people, or is useful to other people. She finds joy in her role as garbage lady of Subaru. I want to close tonight with that. I want you all to think about your roles, whatever it may be, parent, student, son or daughters, and we all have many roles. And if you're dissatisfied with any of, or feeling, or struggling with any of your roles, think about how you can improve by acting well your part, pouring your heart and passion into that role, whatever it may be. And two, finding usefulness to someone else. Because I promise you that if you do those two things in whatever role you're in, you're going to be able to find joy in that role, and it will help you in every other aspect of your life. Again, I want to congratulate you all. You guys deserve congratulating. This is something that's really, really neat. And I want to wish you best of luck in your regional and state interviews, and I hope you all get the Sterling scholarships. That would be so awesome. So congratulations. I'll put the time back over to God.
Woo! Mic drop.